This is the awkward part where you wait for people to get on. So we have to just wait a few minutes, and I'm gonna have to like get close to
Do you need? Okay.
Yeah. So, hi. Okay, so this is where we just wait for a few minutes. I'm teaching him to Facebook Live. So, we're just going to wait a couple minutes, and then you'll start. Maybe people will join, maybe people won't. We don't know. There's somebody watching. That's good. So we'll just wait a couple seconds here, and then we'll get started. And so, yay! How's everybody doing tonight? No one's watching now. This is exciting. Yay! Colby's here. So you can see down there
Hey,
where
Cole.
it says, "Yay! Hi."
How you doing?
And then people will join or they won't, and then they can watch the replay. So, yeah. And I usually just wait a couple minutes because there's like a lag time, so then people can join and pop on. So,
All right.
Happy Sunday, you guys. So my kids don't have school tomorrow, which is real exciting.
I get to go to work.
I'm so jealous.
Yay.
What else happened today? I had a great pop-up, and hi, Rachel. And what else happened? Oh my gosh, now Brianne's on here.
Hey, Brianne.
Hi, Lauren. Oh, thank you. I know, they're so fun. What happened today? Oh, Topher demoed the basement. So my LuLaRoe room is officially...
We're in progress.
We're in progress.
We're under construction.
Yeah.
Okay.
So super excited about that. Hey, Whitney. And yeah, so that's going to be by end of March, maybe?
That was the New Year's resolution I set was by the end of March we'll have a full-on room.
Yeah. So we went down there today. I mean, the boys and Topher helped Topher demo, and then the walls are torn down and carpet's going to come out, and super excited. So it's going to be life-changing. It's going to have a separate entrance. It's great. I'm so excited. So, okay. So last week I approached Topher and I just said, hey, I get a lot of questions about joining LuLaRoe, and I send out a lot of emails that talk about like the frequently asked questions. And thank you, Angelica. Hi, Bam.
Hey, Bam, babe.
So I get a lot of questions, and I just thought I would get on here, and I asked if he would feel comfortable popping on with me and just talking about his experience over the last 15 months with me doing this, and hopefully, I know a lot of people ask questions about it, and hopefully just answer a few of yours. So I know that, see, Lisa's on here too. Isn't this fun? There's Lisa. Yeah. I know. This is Topher's first Facebook Live. So hopefully I can answer a few of your questions tonight, and I have a few that I've written down, the frequently asked questions that I get, but I want you to ask us questions too. And he's here to, if your husbands are watching, feel free to just ask questions, and we will do our best to answer them. Lisa.
Hey, Lisa.
Okay. So I was going to start tonight by just talking. I know many of you already know why, what my why is. The owners of the company really push us to figure out what our why is. Why are we selling LuLaRoe? Why are we in this business? And, some people might say, oh, I want to make money. But why do you want to make money? Why? Dig deeper. And at first, a friend of mine had introduced me to it in August of 2015. And I hosted a party for her, had people over, and I left that party thinking, I could do this. This is something that I think that I could do. And I came home and I looked at Topher and I said, what if I could make an extra $1,000 a month for our family? And
it was a terrible sales pitch, by the way. I was right away, no thanks. I'm not interested in a pyramid scheme. Let's save our money.
Yeah, because in the minute I was like, what if I could do this? He was like, absolutely not. He wouldn't even let me finish my sentence. And
I was actually I was actually upset that she asked me even. I looking back on it now, it was the wrong reaction, and to be quite honest with you, I wasn't a happy camper about even the proposition, nor she was persistent about it. I mean, and it was just no, 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 no. And looking back now, so if the husbands are watching, I guess if if your wife wants to really do something, you know as well as I do, it's probably going to happen in some way or shape or form or fashion anyway. So probably better to be supportive of it. But more than that, I'll say that I should have been supportive of, even if it was something I wasn't as comfortable with. I should have been supportive to begin with.
Well, okay, so back up. So
Yeah.
I came home and I was like, what do you think? And he says, absolutely not. No, not happening. And I knew that would be his reaction. And then, of course, oh, Shannon, you're so sweet. I knew that'd be his reaction. And so when somebody tells me no, like, I'm going to push harder. I mean, I am going to get what I want, and I'm going to, it just, the no made it like, I have to prove to him that I can do this. I will do this. This is not, no is not it's not an option. So Kelsey, love you.
Hey, Kel.
So I thought about it for a good 4 weeks. I mean, I couldn't sleep. I was stressed out about it. It's so much money. It was $6,000 to join. I mean, $6,000. Like, that's insane. Who would ever give $6,000 to join a company? And I mean, it just makes no sense. It makes none. But my gut was telling me, you have to do this. And he's over here saying no, and I wanted to, and there were tears, and there was,
Okay, let me give you
So-
let me give you just a little bit of background too. My mother did Nueve Ver back in the 80s and micro diet. I don't know if any of you have mothers that did these two. They were truly pyramid schemes. They were meant to sell more to the people that were supposed to sell the product, rather than establish a business model of level sales where the company wants you to be successful either individually, or if you choose to have a team, if you so choose to do that, then you can make your way that way as well. But so I already had a bitter taste in my mouth from basically two unsuccessful and predictably unsuccessful attempts at a kind of a shady company that when I was a kid. So I just wasn't having it. So anyway, continue.
No, so there was just it was not happening. So I went and I tried to apply for my own credit card and tried to do it, just on my own. And I didn't do what I should have. I decided to do it without, he said no, I did it anyway. I wouldn't recommend it, okay? But in the long run, it's been the best thing ever. But at the time when I joined, I was in, I had battled postpartum depression after my second born son, Wyatt, and that postpartum depression never went away. It just evolved into depression, and I was just staying at home, and I didn't have anything exciting happening in my life, and I just woke up and was a mom and a wife, and I was stuck. I was doing laundry, and
life's not so, like, I don't know, this is 2015, right? Mm-hmm. So several years before, I mean, she's battling depression. Life's not as happy as it could be around the Smith household, honestly. And she didn't really have a sense of purpose. She dabbled in a couple of things, but they didn't work out. So she's kind of sitting here floundering around. Who likes to just wash dishes every day and do laundry? It kind of sucks.
And you moms know what I'm talking about. Like, you're stuck in a rut. I mean, whether you're a working mom or you're a not working mom, you're a stay-at-home mom. I mean, it's the hardest. Being a mom, even if you're not a mom, just being a wife and a woman it's hard. And I just lost sight of who I was and what I wanted in life and what I wanted to do. And like I said, for 4 weeks, I went back and forth on this decision and just thought,
so
I'm doing it. So
not to push this along, but we decided.
I decided.
She decided she was going to do it.
Yeah.
And so we sat down and we talked about it again for the 30th or 40th time. And so I'll just, as a husband, I'll throw a few things out here that I think should be in the conversation. If somebody is really if you guys, this is speaking to the husbands. Look, if your wife really wants to do this, and you are skeptical like I was, and I don't blame you. I think you need to sit down and have an real honest conversation about the cost and also the timeline for the payback and a true business model of a small business. It's not just let's go out and buy $6,000 or $10,000 worth of clothes and then all of a sudden they're just going to fly off the shelves. She just works her butt off a lot more now than when she started, but it's what you make of it, like any business venture. So if you put in 2 hours a week, you may make a profit worth a 2 hour effort. If you put in 20 hours a week, it's better. You could go crazy on it too. I wouldn't suggest that either. But the nice thing about this business, and the way it really works for her, is that she can make it fit into her schedule, including kids, and going out and getting the groceries and doing the stuff that I can't do on my normal, 7 or 6 or 5 job whenever I get out every day. So
it's turned into a legit job. And I tell people that want to sign up, I say, I don't just wake up and clothes magically fly off the shelves. I work my butt off and I put in the time and I put in the effort, and because of it, I have been successful. And, I have not been happier than our marriage is better. I'm a better mom. I'm just a better person. I have purpose again. And
this business did not save our marriage. Let's just be clear.
No.
But
no, a lot of, marriage is tough.
A lot of other things that we've, been honest with ourselves since she started this, and we've talked a lot about our life goals and everything, and she has found a purpose. So I guess it doesn't matter what you do in life, but if you find a purpose and it fulfills you and it fulfills the things that are missing in your life, and if it makes you happy, then why the heck not? Why wouldn't you do it?
Exactly. Yes. So, I know that a lot of people have a hard time swallowing that initial cost, and I did, and I put in.
She went berserko, by the way.
I didn't just do the
Totally
$6,000. So when I went all in, I really did go all in. I ended up, I think, at the highest point, the credit card that I, opened and used for this business. I think the highest amount was $15,000, and that you do not have to do that. I just went and said, if I'm going to do this, I'm doing it. Like, I am going to go all in. And he's over here just like sheet white, sweaty and just.
Okay, so then after the first, let me cut you off here. Sorry. Then after the first month, she says, "Here's what I made," and then the second month and the third month.
Well, no, I said I would have it paid off in 3 months to the day. I said,
so
and I was.
You followed through. That's the
3 months
biggest
to the
thing,
day.
right? You set it, and you have an honest conversation. How long is this going to take for us to recoup our costs and for your business to become profitable? 3 months, 6 months, 12 months? So
you need to have a goal. Whether it's 6 months. I didn't pay myself anything.
Yeah.
I put everything back into my business. I made, I was selling stuff, and then I was putting some back on my credit card, and then I was buying more inventory. I invested in my business, and I still invest in my business. I'm constantly buying inventory. I am putting the money in there, but I'm making money now. I've been making money for over a year. Wait, Angelica asked something. I've heard the price has gone up for starting. Is this true? Also think it's great your husband is being so supportive. He's seriously my biggest supporter.
I am now.
He is now, and it's amazing. And this is, if any of you, the few of you that know Topher that are watching, like him getting on here, this is not my husband. He is not like, I am all in LuLaRoe. And
I don't have a Facebook account, you guys.
No, he's not on Facebook. He doesn't.
That's how I'm living.
But he, without even skipping a beat, was like, I will get on here with you and I will tell the husbands and the wives and everybody like how amazing this company has been for our family and for you. And he said, I have no problem sharing my experience. So that's kind of just why we're on here tonight, just to chat and everything. But the price has not gone up, Angelica. No, not at all. They have packages, and there's 3 packages, and those packages change every few months depending on inventory. So I think
Thanks,
the lowest, yes, Chana's vouching for you. The lowest package is right around 5,000, and then the high, that's level 1, and then there's like a middle one, and then the highest one is like around $9,000. And so you're getting different amounts of inventory with those buy-ins. But the lowest buy-in is $5,000, and you get around 300 pieces there. And then you can just add more as you go on. But
can I say something about this? Again, I want to, everybody that has, I don't know, when somebody says, oh, that's a, they're very snide about it, that's a pyramid scheme or whatever, the haters out there, okay, I get it. That's fair. I mean, it's a fair assumption from the outside looking in.
That was you.
I had the same assumption. Yeah. Yes, you have to buy a package to get in. I get it. So the reason they do that is you have to have a certain amount of inventory to even start a business, right? Secondly, the one thing that's unique is that you can choose the sizes and the cut.
The style,
right? Mm-hmm. But you can't choose the pattern. So we have a gal that lives down the street from us, a quarter mile, and she sells it. And she is doing fine, I think. I don't know,
but it hasn't affected my business.
But it's not.
Point. Like,
the point is it doesn't affect what's going on. And third is that what is the company itself, the management of the company, et cetera, et cetera. And what you don't want to do in any business, any level sales business, is you don't want to become garage qualified. And garage qualified is basically when a company sets goals for you that are very hard to achieve, and you have to meet those goals by buying their product. And what ends up happening is you buy the product to meet the goal, and then you don't sell the product. And then you do it again and again, and pretty much your garage is full of product you can't sell. This mostly applies to food, different supplement lines and other things, but the term's been around forever, garage qualified. So what LuLaRoe does is they give you bonuses based on what you sell, not what you buy.
They currently do it as on what you buy. They're turning it as of March 1st because they want to make sure that they aren't in that category of the pyramid scheme, which they're not, but they don't want to be in that at all. So they're saying, no, you don't have to buy from us to be successful. You need to sell. And so they're...
So anyway, if you do a little research on different companies out there, there's no doubt this is a level sales company. Mm-hmm. You can sell it yourself. You can buy it and sell it at a profit, period. And you can do that forever. It doesn't require you to,
you don't have to build a team.
You don't have to sell a certain number of pieces. It's all what you make of it. You don't have to build a team. But if you want to, the opportunity's there. Shauna's going for it. She's going to try and build a team and be successful and on top of her sales every month, which are pretty good right now. So, and then, as far as the management of the company goes, Shauna's met a good percentage of the people that are, coaches and mentors and different people that are, have risen through the ranks and have been in it for a while. And I think they're all pretty good people. Nobody's trying to screw anybody over, if that's as plainly as I could state it. It's
the owners, Deanne and Mark, they are the most kind, generous humans that they would give you the shirt off their back. They would do anything for you. And I'm not just saying that. Like your best interests are what they
So you have a question here.
Yeah.
How much time do you spend doing shipping, processing, inventory?
So I don't have an assistant, which I probably should. I do.
We'll run your week down.
Yeah.
Okay.
So on Mondays, I take pictures for the online sale, so every Monday night I have my online sale. And, I'm consistent with that. I mean, if I'm out of town or there's some reason, I maybe skip 5 of those a year, 5 Monday sales. But I mean, I am there showing up every Monday. And I think that's part of why I've been successful is I'm consistent with my sales. So every Monday I take pictures, I prep for my, yay, Shannon, I might take you up on that. I prep for my sales, and then that night
So she preps during the day.
Yeah,
on
I prep during the
Monday.
day on Monday. So
And
I
then-
answer emails also, because it's Monday morning, so I'm answering emails. I am posting things on Facebook, like don't forget to, what sale is tonight. I'm advertising. And like I said, taking pictures, organizing inventory. I usually get a shipment on Monday, so I unpack that and take those pictures. And then Monday night, I post my stuff. I spend a couple of hours on there answering your questions, and then I start to invoice sometimes Monday night, but usually Tuesday. So Tuesday invoice, and then we'll start to pack up. I'll start to prep for shipping, and then Wednesday I ship, and then Thursday I ship. And Thursday, all your packages go out on my front porch, and all in this, if new boxes are coming in during this time, I am unloading boxes. And I'm also going to the grocery store. I'm doing laundry. I'm picking my kids up from school if they're sick. I am still being a mom during all of this.
I would estimate maybe Monday through Thursday, she's probably an honest 6 hours a day into it.
Yeah, I'd say 5. I would say like 5 or 6. And then Friday I take off. Friday's my day. So Friday I spend
Saturday, Sunday.
No, Friday's like my day.
Okay.
That's if I want to, go to the mall, if I want to go on a walk, if I want to go to yoga, whatever. It's my day to do what I want to do. And then, go to Target and roam the aisles like all of us moms like to do. And then Saturday and Sunday are, I do pop-ups, but I make sure, I actually sit with him and say, we look at the calendar the month ahead, and I make sure that I don't miss my kids' basketball games or baseball or whatever. So and then Sunday, I usually don't have pop-ups. I sometimes do, but like today I did. But probably, I put in a good, let's just say 6 hours, 4 times. I put in
I'd say
30 to 40 hours a week. That's probably what I do.
I'd say she puts in it. Yeah, I was gonna say 25 to 30 hours, and then sometimes.
But with like this weekend, I put in a lot more than I normally do. I had a party Friday night. I had a party today, and gosh, I don't even know how many hours I put in because there's so much fun. It goes by so fast. But usually, like my party's about 2 hours, so it's a lot of work. And I tell people, like, you're not just going to throw some clothes online and magically have them sell. You have to market yourself. You have to.
And during these pop-ups, I grab the boys and we go do something, fun. Let's go down and whatever, throw the ball, ride the bikes.
He's been
whatever.
I couldn't do it without him doing that. It's.
I don't want to say it forces quality time, but it really kind of does, and it's actually a good thing.
It's been great. And the boys enjoy it. And, the boys also love helping me. Like, they love helping me stick the labels on the packages, or I will have them, if I get a big box of leggings, I involve my family. I'm like, hey, can you open these leggings? And not him. He doesn't do anything he does not do any LuLaRoe at all. This is the first thing he's done, and he's going.
Okay, if you're running around doing pop-ups, you just need a husband that knows how to tie down the racks real good into the U-Haul.
That's true.
Or the trailer.
That's true.
And if he doesn't
and
know
you do
how
make
to do
dinner
it,
on Monday nights.
have him call me, because it's about like assembling a
Tofkin model.
very complicated puzzle of clothing, and it's like building a submarine or something. It's crazy.
You do cook dinner on Monday nights for my sale.
I do, but I've cooked a lot in the past, so I don't mind that.
But it's about finding balance and just, Topher parks cars at open houses. Actually, Colby, today Owen did. He didn't park them, but he was out there. He was directing people, like, you can't park in the driveway because my dad needs to leave, so park on the road. He was my helper. So involve your family. I mean, it's a great way to,
Yes.
yeah. Anyway, so I'm going to I have some frequently asked questions, and it's all that Spartas.
That's perfect.
It's
yes.
so
I
true.
love
I know.
Spartas. If you live in Bothell and you haven't been to Spartas, good Lord, best pizza around.
I know. So you guys feel free to ask questions. We're just going to kind of answer a few of these, and we'll tell you what you want to hear. We're open books and we're honest about everything. So ask away. Kind of already went over the upfront cost of what it costs to join LuLaRoe. I mean, bare bones, it's $5,000, and then another $500 to $1,000 in racks, hangers. I bought a Dymo printer, which I feel is a necessity because it prints all my labels from home. I don't have to even go to the post office. My mailman picks my stuff up. Racks, hangers. What else am I missing? Just miscellaneous stuff. So about $500 to $1,000 extra in that. So bare minimum, $5,500. And
What about racks?
I said racks.
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was spaced.
That's like probably the most expensive thing is racks. And you need, if you just get the bare minimum package, you need like 3 racks to start, and they're between $50 and $80 each.
Buy the Z racks. Spend the money.
Yeah.
Don't-
Well, no, but some people. So I'm not traveling anymore. My business, I
Doesn't
stay
matter.
home. But those aren't really portable.
Yeah, just buy the Z racks.
If you sign up, you can ask me which ones. Just curious the time you're putting in and what do you think you're making a month? So I just said that I think that I'm putting in between 25 and 40 hours a week, depending on the week. I mean, it's a part-time to a full-time job. My biggest thing is I tell people, make LuLaRoe work. LuLaRoe doesn't control you. You control LuLaRoe. Make it work for you. You control what the hours you put in, and you control, if you're having a week where you can't put in as many hours, your sales will reflect that. Yes, but make it work for you. Don't beat yourself up over it. And then what do you think you're making a month? So I have a goal every single month that is my own personal goal. We have, so next, actually Saturday, Topher and I get to go on an all expenses paid trip to the Caribbean, I guess. Is it I don't know. LuLaRoe has a cruise every single year, and that they take their top sellers on. And I qualified last year, so I get to go, and I get to take a guest, and he's my guest. So we are leaving on Saturday for a week on this trip, which we're super excited about, our first cruise. And the whole boat is chartered by LuLaRoe, so the entire cruise is LuLaRoe retailers, and it'll be amazing. And so my goal every month to get that is $12,000 in sales. If you do that for 6 months in a row, then you've qualified at level 1 for the cruise, and that's no window. That's not good enough for me. I could not have a window. So the next level is $15,000 a month for 6 months for a window. So that's what I went for. And then if you sell $18,000 a month for 6 months, then you get a balcony. So I hit a few balcony months in there, but I didn't hit it the 6 months in a row. So I did hit the window level 6 months in a row. So my goal every month is $15,000. And there were only, out of 12 months last year, there were only 3 months I didn't hit that. So,
yeah, she worked really hard for it too. I mean, we were kind of talking about it, and quite honestly, I said, if you want to go for it. But if you don't think it's realistic with what we have going in our lives right now, I mean, I coach basketball on 2 teams. I am coaching baseball next on 2 teams.
Which overlaps with basketball.
I work a lot. She, plus all the other extracurricular stuff. and then she works. So we're a really busy family. So what's the matter with if you're not? There's nothing wrong with setting a different goal. You just have
No.
to set a goal. I
That
want
works
to.
for you. This is what works for me. I mean, you could have a
I
goal
want
of
to
I
sell
want to make
$5,000 a month
I
for the
want to
next
sell
6 months.
I want to when I first started, I just wanted to make an extra $1,000 a month for our family. $1,000. That was it. That was my goal.
Which I was like, yeah, that's right on.
Yeah.
If you can do that, I wasn't even
He wasn't even on board,
I
but
wasn't even on board. I said that I don't think you're going to be able to do it, and here she is making. So to answer your question, what is the profit margin on the close?
the profit is right around, it evens out to be about 50%.
Okay.
So if I'm selling $15,000 in sale,
Okay.
if that's my sales, then I am profiting $7,500 a month. And then I have to take out my own taxes. So I take out 35% for taxes, and set that aside. And so
35% off of 7,500, right? So that's what's 15, 22.50, I think, off of 7,500. So just call it, 52.50, right? That's free and clear. Then you have to purchase some more.
no, that was so $15,000. If I sell 15,000, I get $15,000 in my bank. So I take half of that and I buy new inventory. So I spend $7,500
Yeah.
and I buy inventory, and then the $7,500 in
Yeah,
profit. Then so the five. What did you say? 5,200. What did you say?
5,200.
5,200 free and clear, and that's
That's a good month
a good
right
month.
now. The thought though is as you build a team and you go and you increase your sales, you also get a percentage of the team sales, and you get more bonuses. And she gets a bonus check now, and it varies from month to
varies.
month. But some months it's like, yeah, right, this is killer. So
But you can see if I had no team whatsoever, no team.
yeah, baby, starting with 300 is the minimum.
I didn't start with 300 though. That is what
What did you start with?
I started with 500.
500.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but if you did not have a team at all, that's what I wanted to just tell you guys is that you could still be selling a ridiculous amount of inventory and making that money. The team part is a bonus. You don't have to have a team though. I just want to reiterate, like, you don't have to have one. I'm choosing to. I love it. It's just another part of it. So,
If you're in Kenai, Alaska, and there's not a lot of people around, and you're not worried, you just want something to, start up, then, I mean, you just could sell it right out of your house to people in town or whatever. I guess if you live in a smaller populated area, you can still. I mean, it's about a 50% profit margin, and they speak on their designs and their.
I'm going to answer Bambi's question right there first. But she said, when you put your outfits together for outfit sales, are you trying to close out older things? Not at all. I don't really have a method to my madness when I do outfit sales. I just pull things and create things. That's honestly, I just like doing it. So, I just love creating outfits. What's the purpose of the team? No pyramid. The purpose of the team, it's level sales. So I mean, the more people that you do have under you, if you choose to, what do you call it?
So you start out and you get a couple people signed up under you, and after how many people you become a trainer?
10 people.
10 people, you're a trainer, and then as more and more people sign up underneath you, the more and more is required of you personally to mentor those people, to help them out and for them to be successful. Mm-hmm. It's like moving up through a company. You start in the company, and then maybe you get assistant manager, and you manage 3 people, and then you become a manager, and you manage 30 people, and then you become a whatever. And so it's the same. It's kind of tailored the same way, but you get a commission off of their sales. So there is some payoff for the time that you invest in the people that are on your team.
But you're not paying me the commission, the company is. So I don't get money directly from you. I get it. And the company's like, hey, good job. Here's a bonus. So there, yeah, it's not a pyramid scheme. I mean,
it's set up. It's set up so that it promotes people taking care of each other and the people down line from them. You're supposed to manage those people in some form. You're not like their manager, but you're there if they have questions, if they need things, and she can speak more intelligently than I can on that.
Colby, not to mention the sisterhood that comes with the team. My sister actually is on my team, and I have the best team, you guys. I mean, they are, oh gosh, they're amazing. I'm getting a little teary-eyed just talking about them. I am so lucky with the girls that have chosen me to lead them, and they are, a lot of them are local. I have a few out-of-state girls. It doesn't matter if your team is local or not. I have somebody in Wisconsin. I have somebody in Utah. It doesn't matter. We're all connected. Facebook allows you to be connected, and team calls and webinars and stuff. Facebook Live, it allows you to be connected. But do you need that? Sorry.
Yeah, into your little talking point there. I thought those were a few good things to hit on.
So when you mean the sponsorship? What are you talking?
Yeah, just run through that stuff that you had written down there. I mean, that's.
When you sign up, if you want to sell, picking your sponsor is the most important thing that you will do. You need to choose correctly. I mean, it is. Once you sign that paperwork, once you click on that consultant's link, you are bound forever to your sponsor. There's no changing it. I've had people that didn't realize that they couldn't change, and they signed up with somebody, and 2 weeks later they're like, wait, but I wanted you. And it's like, I'm sorry, I wanted you too, but so you don't have to, you don't have to be loyal to the first person that you bought LuLaRoe from. You need to connect with somebody. You need to find somebody that they have a business model you admire.
That's the key. You have to find somebody that
you want to model your business
successful
after.
in the business and is willing to help you be successful. If somebody is just trying to get you on their team to get your percentage of sales every month,
and they disappear, and they won't be there for you, and they won't answer your questions, it happens all too often, and it's really sad, because then there's girls who just don't know what they're doing and don't have that support. And I'm not only so lucky that I have an amazing downline. The girls on my team are wonderful. I have an amazing upline. So the people above me, my team above me, are some of the top sellers in the entire company, and they would answer my phone call if I called them right this very second and said I need help with something. I have had the best models, and that's why I feel like I've been successful, is because I've had such great people to model my business after. And I want the same for my team and my girls. So when you're thinking about joining, it is what is it? When you're thinking about joining, you need to pick your sponsor correctly. I have heard way too many times that people they don't like their sponsor, and it's kind of tough luck at that point, because you can't do anything.
That's Robert.
I know it is. Definitely. Hi, Uncle Bob. So take time and interview, talk to a couple people, and don't go with the ones that are bribing you, or the ones that, if they're offering you something, they just want your money. They want you on their team. Go with the person you connect with, and that you feel that, you can talk to, and that you can have a relationship with, and, choose wisely. So you want to, do they have any experience, any background in marketing, any background in retail? I was the manager of Ann Taylor Loft. Yes, I was. That was exciting. So do they like clothes? Are they passionate about fashion? I love fashion. I love living and breathing and reading, living and breathing clothes and shoes, and you want to find somebody that
She's got
enjoys
the
fashion also.
she's also got comes from her dad's side, but she's got this she's got a kind of a knack for, selling stuff to people, being, you know, being the responsive salesperson and helping people out. She's
And if
driven to do it.
if I
and
set a goal, I'm reaching
very-
that goal. I'm goal oriented. I'm going
she's
for
very
it.
golden,
So
yes.
yeah. What are your goals as a LuLaRoe consultant? Like, what do you want out of your business? Just because you don't have to. I have goals. Your goals are going to be different. A good sponsor is going to ask, what do you want out of your business? How can they help you? They're not going to sell the clothes for you. They are not going to run your business for you. That is not their job. They're going to give you the tools to be successful. It's up to you to implement those tools and become a success yourself. That's not your sponsor's job. You have to, get out there and sell and find what works for you.
Small business is don't be fooled by anybody saying it's easy. Small business, and I'm in a small business. I work for a small business. It's the hardest. Small business is the heart of this nation, and it basically contributes jobs to a much larger percentage of people than big business, and it's the living, breathing community around you is small business. But people in small business work as hard or harder than anybody, and my experience is people in small business have to work harder than most anybody else out there in order to make it. And the ones that don't make it. So I work a lot of hours a week, and I do that in order to be successful and provide for my family. And if you want to start a small business, which is kind of what we're talking about now, know that you got to put in the time. And if you can't put in the time, don't do it, because it's not good to just go in and jump into something because it sounds good and have it not be successful. Go in there with the attitude that you're going to do what it takes to make this thing, to build this. Let me draw a metaphor, to build this fire, and after it's built, keep the wood on it to keep it burning. But it takes a lot more effort to build the fire than it does to just throw logs on it and keep it going.
He's really good at metaphors. Yeah, it's crazy. To start, if I wanted to go start a clothing business of my own, it would cost a heck of a lot more than $6,000 to start that business. We are so lucky. LuLaRoe gives you, all of the tools to start your business for $6,000. I mean, it's, I have built this small little empire because they've allowed me to do that. It's been incredible. Can you pick how many pieces you want of each item? Yep. So when you place an order, you have to order 30 items. You can't order 5 or 6 or something. You have to order 30 when you order. But you can pick one of something. You can order as many as you want of something.
Except for the pattern.
You
right?
just can't pick the pattern.
Right.
So,
Okay.
I placed an order today, and I like to place lots of small orders, so the chances of me getting a bunch of duplicates are lower. So if I were to order 10, Madison skirts and 10 Sarahs in each size, I would probably get some duplicates in there. But if I order 2 of those things on like 2 or 3 times a week, then I won't get as many duplicates. So I just reorder what I sell, and I try to keep 10 to 15 items in each size at all times, and introduce new styles when I can afford to and when I think that my customers want me to. So, but yeah, the only thing you can't pick are your patterns. And honestly, it's the best thing, because if I could pick my patterns, then we'd just be another catalog business. And I love that we're not a catalog business. I love that I can't pick. And if I picked everything that I liked, that's not what everyone else likes. I had some customers over here today that had purchased, or this weekend, that had purchased some things, and I was like, oh, I thought I would never sell that. Like, it's just not my style, but it's fantastic because they loved it. They loved it. And I'm so happy for them because they loved it. And if I picked everything, you know, not everyone likes stripes and polka dots and paisley and, you know, so I love that they force us to carry things that we wouldn't even, that aren't our own style. It's really great. Okay. Is there a waiting list to join? I get that a lot too. Yes. So right now there is about an 8-week waiting list to join. And during that 8 weeks, it's so great to have the 8 weeks because you can buy all your racks. You can order what you need. You can prep for your launch. You can, you know, chat with your sponsor and come up with a plan of action on how you're going to start your business. So the 8 weeks, it goes by really fast, and you know, you'll be all ready for your business for launching when that comes. And you don't pay anything. You do not pay a dime until they call you. And so when you get that call 8 weeks later, that's when they take your credit card and your money and stuff. So in that 8 weeks, if you decide like, hey, this isn't for me, or something happened to us financially in 8 weeks and we can't do it, you are not bound to it until they give you that phone call. So when you sign the paperwork initially, you're just signing to get on the list, basically. How much of your inventory do you keep? Like me personally, in my closet, is that what you mean, Samantha?
No, I think she means.
Or
I think you may have not heard, but I think you said about 10 of each size, of each style.
yeah, but I want to know if she
Roughly.
meant out of my closet.
Oh, maybe answer both.
Yeah.
A lot. I can answer that. She keeps a lot.
Yeah.
We take a loss on quite a few pieces here. Yeah.
It's really hard to get these boxes, and I'm telling you, 15 months later, when I get boxes tomorrow, I am on I'm on the edge of my seat, like trying to. I cannot wait for that UPS man to come. My mom was here at my house on Friday, and I was like, gosh, I don't know when the UPS guy is going to be here. I need my boxes. I want them. And all of a sudden she's
like
talking to me, and I hear this little thump on the front porch, and I go, oh, he just dropped boxes. And she goes, what are you talking about? The truck's not even here. And I go out there and there's boxes. And she goes, how did you hear that?
If you have a dog and you know what it's like when you walk up to the door and the dog's going, that's what my wife is like when the UPS man drives up. She actually knows the sound of the truck.
I do.
Whether it's the U.S. Postal Service or the UPS.
Yes, there's a big difference between the two. And there's actually a guy down the street that has
concerned about that.
Like a diesel truck. He has a diesel truck, and it sounds very similar to the UPS man, and it drives me crazy. It drives me crazy because I can sometimes it's hard to differentiate between the two. Okay, so answered that. That
pretty much went through it.
I know. Do you guys have questions? What do you have for me? Already answered those. Oh, I do want to say, if you are in the business and you decide this isn't for me, I want out, I want to quit, for whatever reason, LuLaRoe will buy back your inventory for 85%. 85%. So you were taking a 15% loss on that. To me was just the cushion that I needed. Like, it made me feel so much better knowing that I wasn't out 100%. I would have been out 15% of what I put in it.
That's actually when we first were talking about it, she was trying to sell it to me as, let's do this, and I was saying no. And finally, after we talked about it several times, honestly, we talked about it probably 6 times over 2 months or 3 months, maybe more than that. The fact, and it hasn't changed since, that I know of, ever since they started the company. The fact that you could get 85% of your investment back, I mean, that's a pretty good.
They don't want you to fail.
That's a pretty good parachute, honestly.
It is, yeah. And the company really wants you to succeed, and if you can't do it, they don't want you to be out all this money. They want to. They're taking care taking care of you. You know, they understand that things happen, life gets in the way, or emergencies happen. But hopefully you don't have to do that, and you know, you can run a successful business. Do they sell you 25 of this, 30 of that, or do you get to pick? You get to pick what you want in your. The only time that you are obligated to, when you initially order your inventory, you get to pick between 3 packages, and those packages change every few months, just depending on inventory. I think I have it right here. Let me just read you a little. Okay, so right now, if you got package 1, then you would be getting like 40 Cassies, 50 classic tees, 60 Irmas, 30 Julias, 15 Lindsays, 50 Carlys, 25 Randys, and 20 Monroes. That's 290 pieces, and you're spending $4,925.75. So that's package 1. And then package 2, there it looks like they're adding some leggings in there, and looks like you get 80 leggings and something else.
I guess the point is,
and then
is
it
that
goes,
to answer the question is what you can buy.
But so you have to pick a package to start.
Yeah.
So that was package 1. That's the lowest, entry level. Then you could do package 2, which gives some other things, or package 3, which is 515 pieces, and that's $9,000. And then you can add on Nicole's, leggings. The minute you place your initial order, you can go into, then you're officially a consultant, and you can go in and order whatever you want. So you place that package, you spend your $5,000, and then you can go in and add, well, I want to order, 100 leggings, or I want to order whatever you want. So that's the only time you're required to buy a package, is at the very beginning. From there on, it's up to you what you add to your inventory, what you decide to not carry anymore, how many sizes you want to carry in each style, whatever you want. So,
and honestly, I'm just looking at this. This is the first time I've seen this initial order. I don't like it. It turns me off. Honestly, it turns me off. But I think it's a necessary evil. And the reason I'm saying that is because why can't you just have a buy-in amount and choose what you want?
So I'll tell you why they did that.
But somebody's going to buy 200 pairs of leggings and 10 whatevers, and they're not going to be successful because they don't have a decent inventory from people to choose from. So I can see what they're doing here, and it makes sense.
So when I joined, there were no packages. There kind of were. You had to pick a dress, you had to pick a skirt, you had to pick a shirt, and then you could either add on leggings or a kid package, and then you got to pick one more thing out of A, B, or C. You could add one more shirt or one more skirt or one more dress. And the problem with them doing it that way was that everyone had their, I sat there I probably edited that list, 10, 15 times, and doing different scenarios of like making my own packages. Okay, if I did it this way, it'd cost me $5,000. If I did it this way, oh shoot, it's $6,800. And then you get the phone call and they're like, I'm sorry, we can't give you Amelia's this week because everyone ordered Amelia's and they are back ordered 3 days. And if you want to join today, then you have to pick Nicole's or something else. And so this way, they are just taking that guesswork out for you, and they're saying, this is what you're ordering. You get to pick, which price level you want. And then you have complete control. So, if you don't want to carry Monroe's after your initial package, you don't have to order them ever again. That's up to you. Sometimes I order just 3 of things in each size. Like if I wanted to play around with the style, I would order 3 extra smalls, 3 smalls, 3 mediums, 3 larges, 3 extra larges, 3 2XLs, just to see if they sell for fun. And if they don't, then it's, not something that I would have again. But anyway, so that's that. That's the initial package. But it's really cool that they'll buy back your orders from you if you want to get out of the business. So, and then 2 last things I want to touch on, unless you guys have questions, but 3. Do you have to sell online? No. Do you have to sell in person? No. You could strictly be in online, or you could strictly be in home. But I'll tell you right now that online is hard. Online is, people want to touch the product. They want to see it. They want to try it on. In homes are more successful than online. I am lucky because I have a good online following, but I've worked at it and I've built it, and you can too. It's just I prefer in-home because then I don't even have to ship things. Like, people just come and I get to talk to them, and we're hanging out and having a fun time, and they get to try things on, and it's fun. So I prefer in-homes.
You're gonna have to run around too and do a couple of pop-ups outside of your house. I mean, it's just
I did a whole year of those. It was
it's
hard, but you have to do it.
You got it. It's part of the experience.
It's
It's all part of the experience, Russ.
Yeah, and then you get some arm muscles because you're lugging stuff around, and
Yep.
okay, can I make my own prices for the clothing? Yes and no. So LuLaRoe has something called minimum advertised pricing, MAP, M-A-P. It is the numbers they give us that we cannot advertise for lower than. So if you will never see a pair of leggings on my in an online sale of mine for less than $25, because that is what LuLaRoe has asked us to sell the leggings for, is $25. What you choose to sell your products for in your home is up to you. You cannot advertise your sales. I choose to always have my prices the same. I don't have sales. I don't, I offer free shipping sometimes on, like, maybe 3 times a year. But my sales are really great, and I don't ever advertise for less because LuLaRoe has asked us not to. I don't do that. So, I'm kind of a rule follower too. So let me see, what was the other thing? Oh, oversaturation. That's probably everyone's biggest concern besides the initial investment, is oversaturation. I feel like I've been in this long enough now. I've seen the company has changed so much in the 15 months. When I started, there were 3 people in my area that were selling. No one had heard of LuLaRoe. No one. I tried to get people to book parties, and they're like, LuLaRoe, Lula what? And no one wanted to book it because they just were like, it's another in-home party. I don't want to go to another party and feel pressured to buy. So I had a hard time booking parties. And then more people started hearing about the business. They were like, oh, LuLaRoe, I heard about these soft leggings. Yeah, I'll book a party with you. And then all of a sudden now, you can't go anywhere without seeing it. There were 1,500 consultants when I signed up. There were 1,500 nationwide, and now there's 50 some odd thousand. And what's great is it's brand recognition. So now they're like Starbucks. They're everywhere, and everyone's heard of them. But it doesn't mean that you've seen Starbucks on the corners. Like, there's one here, and they're both super successful. There's a consultant on my street. We're both doing fine. I wouldn't worry about oversaturation. What I tell the girls on my team is stand out. Think about what makes you different. Why does somebody want to buy from you versus the girl down the street? Are you providing the best customer service? Are you making people feel special? What are you providing to them that, why should they buy from you? And I ask myself that a lot. Like, why should somebody buy from me versus somebody else? And I want to stand out, and I want to be different. And that's what you have to do in this business, is you have to work hard, and you have to stand out. Colby says, everyone loves leggings. What do you think will happen to the company when leggings go out of style? I hope they go out of style. I'm going to just say that. I'm just going to say that right now. I love the leggings. I mean, they're comfy, and I wear them, on occasion. I wear them under dresses and stuff, or to bed, whatever. But
did leggings ever go out of style?
No, I think the crazy pattern leggings is what she's talking about. Like all the, novelty prints that are really fun. Okay. I don't make my money on leggings. Like, I'm making my money on the bigger things, and I prefer, if you guys follow me on Instagram or anything, I rarely wear leggings unless it's under another, for the winter, under an outfit or something. I love our clothes. The company is so much more than leggings, and I will not miss them once they are not popular. And I'm sure, just like any trend, they will go out of style. But what's awesome is LuLaRoe has this incredible designer, Patrick, and he, he's made jeans for Justin Timberlake, and he has designed dresses for, Hollywood stars. And LuLaRoe is lucky enough to snag him, and he is he thinks outside the box and comes up with some crazy stuff, but he's a genius. And LuLaRoe is setting trends, and LuLaRoe is big companies are wondering, Anthropologie and Zara, and these companies are wondering, how is LuLaRoe doing this? Like, how are they so successful? And we've been around, and they're not going. LuLaRoe isn't going anywhere. It's clothes. Women love clothes. They love clothes, and LuLaRoe is going to stick with being on trend and creating new styles. And Patrick just told us the other day that we should expect at least 5 new styles this year. 5, you guys. I mean, I can't even imagine what he'll come up with next. It's always changing. When he first released the Carly dress, I was there when he released it. I was at convention, and I laughed when I was like, are you kidding? It's a muumuu. It's a muumuu. This thing is ugly. I will never wear a Carly dress. I own like 27 of them in my closet.
Huh? Oh my gosh. Wow.
I'm Carly obsessed. Like, I can't get enough of them.
That was a slip.
And it took him an entire year to perfect the Carly dress. An entire year. He said that they went through so many models of, this, is it short enough? Is it long enough? Is it, how does it fit? I mean, he is very particular, and he perfected it, and it looks great on everybody. And I'm so excited to see what he comes out with next. I mean, 5 styles, you guys. I can't even imagine what he's going to come out with. But my point is that LuLaRoe is going to stay on trend. They're going to stay, in with current fashions. And just because you might not like some of the prints that are on the racks, like somebody else does. I don't like a lot of the stuff on my clothing racks, but other people do. Yes, the Carly is amazing. And I thought it would look terrible, but it doesn't. And anyway, I could ramble all night.
I can't back that up just because I have no.
But you
I
can
have no
back
style.
Up.
I go out of the house with a brown belt and black shoes sometimes. So.
Okay, but what can you?
But
LuLaRoe's dabbled in men's styles, and he actually likes one of them. And
there's like a baseball shirt. I wasn't really.
Not the Randy. The Mark.
Not the yeah. The only thing I don't know. I'm still on the fence.
He doesn't like the high-low hem for guys.
I'm not rocking like LuLaRoe at my whole wardrobe. I got like 2 shirts, and you can either tuck them in or wear them out. And
you don't tuck them in.
I don't tuck them in.
No, you can't tuck them in. Don't tuck
them
in.
You could.
I mean, yeah, no, you could. Like, I take it back. I've seen it tucked in, and it's not bad. On you, I don't want it tucked in. It would look funny on you.
Yep.
But
I agree.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so the men's styles, I mean, they're still like playing around with them and stuff. But he was wearing a Mark yesterday, and he looked great. So, LuLaRoe is my 5-year-old. Oh my God, he's not 5. He's 6. My 6-year-old, and he will kill me if he can hear me. He is he wears the leggings under his pants to school because he loves the way they feel and they're cozy. So it's really for everybody, not just girls. But okay, we're gonna wrap it up.
Yeah,
what else?
We're a little over the time.
I know.
Here.
I thought we said an hour.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, he's getting impatient. Any other questions before we go? Thanks for joining us, you guys. I hope this helped answer some of your questions. And you can always reach out to me if you have more questions. You can reach out. I'm available at email LuLaRoe@gmail.com. I'm on Instagram, LuLaRoe Shauna Smith. You guys are already in my shopping group because you're here with me right now. And so I will see you guys all tomorrow night. I will be doing an album sale at 6 p.m. tomorrow night. I have 4 new boxes of inventory to share if I can get it all photographed while my children are home tomorrow. But yeah, I will. Samantha, my 5-year-old loves his leggings and wears them out. That's awesome. I love that. Yeah. They need to come with some more boy prints.
Okay.
Anyway.
He's
so done.
I'll wrap my end of it up as this is not my thing, so you won't see me here most likely again for a long, long time. But husbands, if you have more questions, you want to talk to me, get my number through her, and I'm more than willing to have a conversation with you if you're concerned about something, if you're truly considering doing this. So it's out there if you want it.
Okay. Good night, everybody. Thank you.
Good night.
Bye.